Moving on, we have another reaction to that. Lagos is proving once again why it's the economic heartbeat of Africa. With a $259 billion GDP, it's only trading Cairo and outpacing entire countries. Now, the focus should be on making that wealth trickle down, better infrastructure, job creation, and a business-friendly environment. I would say, Sam Meyaki AI, you are spot on. Now, moving on, we have comments regarding the Labour Youth Ministries signing an MOU on initiative to create 2.5 million jobs. And Dr. Prayerman says, I pray that MOU will not stop at the minister's table due to their nasty bottlenecks procedures. The majority of intended international partners have been discouraged by the government, unable to provide them temporary offices and accommodation. No support, but to grab help. Okay, moving on. Let's see who else has spoken about that, or, yeah, what's the saying? So Brighton, with a handle at Bright_side, where exactly do they plan to manufacture those jobs from? What is this mediocrity? You're asking questions. Well, I just asked your question for you. Perhaps they will tell us. They've talked about skill acquisitions and so. Clowns that have a litmus test. Your handle is very, very funny. So litmus test says, clowns that have never employed up to 100 people collectively in their private lives ever, talking of employing 2.5 million per year. Government has no obligation creating jobs. Create the right ecosystem and see jobs appear from everywhere. I'm going to let Priya react to this. So there are doubts regarding the 2.5 million jobs that the National Directorate of Employment, in conjunction with the Ministry of Youth and Development, says it wants to create.
Yes, I think people see the number 2.5 million, quite a huge and bogus number, because the government should be able to tell us if we will be able to do this between 3 or 5 years. So if the government had given a time frame for it, probably they would have had a rethink. But at the moment, they are looking like, okay, are you going to do that in your first tenure, in your first administration? And they are looking like, are you going to create this from? Are you going to explore the industries that we talked about during the show? Or are we going to, is it going to be new people you onboard into the system? What are you going to teach them? What industry are you going to have you created that will suck them or bring them in? And those are questions that the government needs to answer to.
Okay, so our last conversation touched on the move by the House of Reps to abolish death penalty from Nigeria's criminal laws. And Babayeti says, not when you're fighting terrorists, kidnappers, bandits, and unknown gunmen. That seems to say it's ill-timed. So hang attack, okay, hang attack 57026. Well, I don't know what those codes are, but that's your handle. You say death penalty shouldn't be tampered with, and that's there's an exclamation mark there, like I'm really serious with this. Death penalty shouldn't be tampered with. All right. So before I let Doc react to this, okay, I'm just going to go straight away to Doc. So the reps moved to abolish death penalty, and Bayeti is saying not when the country is still fighting terrorists, bandits, insecurity, basically. And then someone else says death penalty shouldn't be tampered with. What's your thoughts?
Well, I think Toussaint was just spot on when he argued earlier on the show that there's a need for us to look at what are the motivations for actually trying to look at removal of death penalty. Is it that it's not effective? Is it, of course, we just want to be good in some people's eye? And he averred that even the religion we practice, whether it's Christianity or Islam, both endorse this death penalty in some cases. And I think that is what it is. Crime is growing daily, and the need for a serious deterrence cannot be overemphasized. And I think that these nations that are advocating for human rights and lack of death penalty, they have grown up to a space. We have not arrived at that place. I think we should move at our own space. And I think that is what travel counts.
All right, thank you so much, Doc. Let's move over to the sports corner. Chooks, John Rogers Chooks will be telling us what clubs are making money, what companies are signing deals with them, what sports now is trending, so that Doc and I can think about the one we want to be a part of.
I hope he's facilitating the Liverpool move.
Oh, I'll leave that to Chooks to answer. All right, Chooks, it's over to you on Sook Sports.